Unbelievable.
What a game.
We had 3 games tonight. We're doing a post-game show here on the that you'll see tomorrow. You can watch it. We're going to wrap all the games that happened today in the NHL, which is wild. We're going to just start off right off the bat. Dallas and the Avs. I'm just going to say this right now. One of these teams has to go home, and that's a shame.
It's crazy. I can't believe this is a first-round matchup. Still, it blows me away. In 2 overtime games in a row, it stuns me.
And the Avs had it in the third period in the double minor. Mm-hmm. Those that didn't watch the game, watch the highlights, but they had a double minor that started in the third period. They had literally 2 shots at ending it in the third period. They had an open net in the overtime.
For Jonathan Drouin. And I feel like they had, it was 4 minutes on the power play. Jonathan Drouin, empty net, Lindell, the glove save, prime. It was crazy. He had the whole net
wasn't
to himself.
He made a great. It was a great pass. Everything about this. If you're Colorado, you feel good about what you're doing. You're doing everything good. If you're Dallas, you feel good about what you're doing. You're up 2-1. 2 overtime wins.
It's not like one team was like falling apart. Both teams were doing great. Dallas was looking great. Avs were looking great. And Colorado was buzzing, but still, Dallas comes out on top. Tyler Seguin, that was a great play. Mikko Rantanen got the assist on that, which he was.
How did you like the energy in the arena?
It was good. They were. When we see Gabriel Landeskog come out, that was big.
That's beautiful. First off, for just a minute, his track. They did an entire thing on him from the last time he played, which was winning the Stanley Cup in 2022, to today. This is the first time he's been back on the team. That alone is such a feel-good story for his family, for Colorado, for the entire fan base. It's so beautiful, and it's a shame that they didn't win this game. I thought for sure, they're going to win this game with all that, good vibes, good energy, right? Hats off to you before the series. You said Ottinger. You said I just said the Stars have not been playing good. He's come out. He's done this job. Colorado has a legit goalie. He made some incredible saves again tonight. This is, you're talking about a tip-in power play, which I would say was a questionable call at best in the playoffs, especially if you watch these playoff games. They're not calling a lot of stuff. The double minor was a true double minor, and I didn't think they were going to call that either.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Bloody nose. But, again, you got to score more than a goal, Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you got to figure it out, but you got to unleash it. They won the first one 5-1, 2-1, 2-1, and here we sit. No, I'm sorry. It was 3-2, right? 3-2? Or was it 4-3 the second one? Second game. What was the second game? I'm too stuck on this game.
Second game was 4-3.
That's right, because Colorado's had 3-2. You got to score more than one goal at home.
Yep, and it just comes down to one goal each game. It's like you can get a lucky bounce or you can get a crazy shot. That was a crazy shot. It was the pass, and then Tyler Seguin just ripped it over Blackwood. Blackwood's been playing great, but you need to help him on the offensive side because you have Devon Taves on the one-timer on the point, then you have Nathan MacKinnon on the side. It's pick your poison. You have that. You need to score on that chance. You have MacKinnon right at the goal step on the back door. You got to put those in. And, you have 4 minutes on the power play. You can't miss those. And especially when you're in Colorado, the vibes are good. Dallas is going back either 3-1 or tied at the end of the day.
Huge for them. They could have been swept. This could be 3-0 Avs.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It could be.
It's just as easy. It could be 3-0 Avs. It can't be 3-0 Dallas because they lost the first game by a lot. But 2 overtime games, and I would say the Avs had as many chances as Dallas. Neither team outplays the other team. They both get their chances. The Dallas Stars are capitalizing. And they're right now, they continue this up. They're going to move on. Colorado's got to figure that out. You said, again, before the series, you like Dallas. I like Colorado. Right now, I still feel good about Colorado. You just wipe this off and move on. These hockey players do that. Dallas has to win 2 more. And if you're Colorado, you just got to keep up with the system and keep doing it. Your guys are going to come through. And if they don't, they don't. But Game 4 at home is a must, in my opinion. It's a must. You don't want to go down 3-1 to Dallas. Both teams are so solid.
Yeah.
Again, the fans lose with one of these teams out, but at the end of the day, like, both teams are solid.
And you got to stay disciplined. I mean, like, that high stick, that's huge. That's a game changer. I mean, Brock Nelson, nobody knows. If that doesn't happen, it's like, it's still 5-on-5. It's anybody's game. But now it's completely Colorado's. Now Dallas, they gave it up. But, I mean, they came out on top. But still, how Vegas just doesn't give up anything, and they're completely perfect. That's how you got to play. And that high stick's huge. You got to watch what you're doing. But it was great, that goal in overtime.
The good news for Dallas, I mean, it's the good news for the Avs fans. So the Avs don't play again until Saturday. So they play Game 4 Saturday. So we have Thursday, Friday to rest up, forget about it, lick your wounds, and get back at it to Saturday and see how you can handle business. Saturday's a must-win. It's a late game. I'm looking forward to it. We can probably do an end of session there if you want on Saturday for everybody. Going to the other two earlier games. I'm going to do the earliest one first because I think that's the easiest. I thought, again, Washington came out, played good, and then in the third period, Montreal just flipped a switch. I have to give it to their coach, the great and powerful Martin St. Louis. If you don't know him as a player, he is an excellent player.
He's electric.
His career is fantastic. Undrafted, cut, then he becomes legit, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
His name's on the all-time everything in Tampa, and now he is coaching. And I feel like he's doing the right things. Logan Thompson again, just unreal in the third period.
Unreal. And so my take on that game, they had Patrick Laine on the wing, on that where Ovi always scores. They had him there about 7 times on the power play. Like the McKinnon, when you have him on down the back door, that Laine goal, it should have been a goal. He has to score those. You get too many opportunities. I mean, if it doesn't work like the first couple times, you have to swing it around and see other opportunities. Because you're on a power play, you have it only for 2 minutes. You can't always go to one player. I mean, if it works out, but it wasn't working out. Swing it over to Caulfield, get a wrist shot on that. Because, I mean, it had him on the perfect spot. But Laine, he has a lot of experience. I think he needs to just get those, and then it's tied. We're going into overtime.
It's an interesting series, down 2-0. I feel still very confident about Washington. I don't know if you feel more shaky about Montreal. I just feel like Washington they're just eating them up on the checks. That's the other thing.
It's a close series. I think it's still a close series, and how it comes down to these.
Here's a good description.
Games.
These are both 1-8. So St. Louis and Winnipeg, I feel, is close.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel the same way? I feel like Washington's a bit better, but I understand what you're saying because Montreal took them to overtime the first one. This one, Montreal had their chances. They just couldn't finish it, and I understand the frustration. Yeah. So you now go to St. Louis and you go to Montreal. Do you see both of those teams picking up home games on Game 3 because the crowd, the energy? I mean, both those series are really good series for away.
Yeah, we thought that for Colorado, was going to totally take this game. Landeskog's coming back. Series is tied. Colorado's buzzing. It's a great stadium, like you said. Then they lose this game in overtime. You don't know what's going to happen in the playoffs. We see the Blues going back at home. They're moving the puck well. They're getting a lot of chances. It's just they can't beat Hellebuck. You can see them going home and winning, but anything can happen. The Jets are a complete team. They have a captain. They have depth. They have everything it takes. And it's really a toss-up. Now, seeing that Avalanche game, it changes my opinion. I thought St. Louis could just go in there to win it and get these two at home. Now, I'm leaning on a 50-50. And with Montreal, I think I'm going to take Montreal, at least in this one next home game. Because, obviously, Montreal, it's where hockey lives. And everyone's going to be going crazy. Going to do, something big. Fans are going to be going wild. And also, if they're playing this good and the second best team in the league, I totally think they maybe rack up 5 goals if they can try to get something around Logan Thompson. If Logan Thompson's not in net for that one game, they score 5 goals. If it's any other goalie, they're totally winning that game. Washington won that game because of Logan Thompson.
But here's the other thing. I mean, I just get reminded about this when I'm a big college hockey guy. These are the top 16 teams, which means these are the top 16 goaltenders in the world. And if you look at it from that perspective, the amount of great goaltending out there, this is incredible. These guys are just that legit. And to see these guys making the plays they do, you have to beat them on. I mean, again, we didn't comment on Florida's game, but Florida has a formula that I really, really love. They just beat you up on the forecheck, and they make you succumb to turnovers. And Tampa looked completely out of their element. Yeah. I know they're better than that. They know they're better than that. They didn't play very well in the first one. But at the end of the day, that's what you need. You need to disrupt the players to get yourself in positions because these goaltenders are too great. You see it. Everybody's condensed. Everyone's down. And if they're legit solid teams, I mean, you're just going to have to do bang-bang plays or, lots of passing east-west. That's the other thing that I really liked about Washington when they got the momentum. A lot of east-west passing. Really good, passing. And I have to give it up in the Washington game. I know I'm going back and forth here. But the Washington Capitals, that was Ryan Leonard's best game coming out of college. He looked really good. Definitely. And the other thing that I think he feels really good about, he's not needed. If he does good, great. If he doesn't, it's not a big deal. So I like Washington going to Montreal. I do agree with you. They don't play till Sunday, so I see Montreal taking game 3 because they're home. It's going to be crazy. I'll give it to them. I see St. Louis taking game 3 too. But to your point about Colorado, I don't know what it is with Colorado. I think it's in their head. Like, they didn't play well last year at home. And Dallas, for some reason, just puts you in a vice. They pinch you.
Yeah.
They pinch you both in your head and in your mind and in your game. So at the end of the day, those 2 games are going. Now we got to talk about the team we haven't really talked about. We talked a little bit about last Edmonton. Oh my Edmonton. The Kings not only are ahead 2-0. It doesn't even look like Edmonton knows it's the playoffs.
Drunk in the ice. They were drunk on the ice. I mean, I didn't see much, but what I saw, Adrian Kempe, Quentin Byfield, Andrei Kuzmenko. Who next? Seriously, everyone's scoring on the ice. 6 goals. Skinner deserved that chant. I mean, the defense.
Here's my problem with. I understand what you're saying, but I watched the game. It was 3-2 in the third. Not much time. A lot of time left. Oilers just score. They feel good. They proceed to have one of the worst turnovers you can have on your side. He just whiffs on a pass. LA gets it. Guy comes in, unguarded against the goaltender. Again, Here's the thing when I watch the LA Kings Edmonton series versus the Avs Dallas. I never see that occurring with the Avs and Dallas. People are not missing passes, then it's a 1-0 with your goaltender. They're literally playing, Dallas and the Avs are playing mistake-free, the majority of the time mistake-free hockey. Great hockey, great goals, great defense. They're just in positions all the time. They make mistakes, but goaltenders are there to wrap it up. Edmonton looks to me like they need a good break. They're not going to get one. They don't play Sunday. I don't think they play Saturday. I believe they play Friday. Tomorrow? Which is probably the worst situation. No. Yes, they play Friday night. So they play Wednesday to Friday. So game 3 is Friday. So they had a late start. They play 3 games pretty quick. This could be 3-0 pretty quickly, and I wouldn't be surprised. I picked Edmonton because I said I don't think the LA Kings have it. I'll tell you right now, you weren't wrong earlier in our show when you said LA Kings win the Stanley Cup is not a far-fetched animal.
Yeah.
They are a legit. They remind me of Carolina a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They come at you in lots of waves.
And so what we were hard about and we were kind of worried about for Edmonton going into the playoffs was their defense, and in that game showed it. LA put them on. The shots were really good. I thought they were getting the puck all over the ice. If it's on wherever they're shooting, it was a goal, and the defense, they needed to step up. And if they don't, and they don't get a long break, like you said, I think Friday I totally see LA maybe taking this in five. They look like a great, complete team right now.
I just feel like, again, Edmonton's not far off. This is my one worry for LA. You start to believe that you're better than you are. If you think about the first game, you had them and they let them back in. The second game, obviously, you 3-2 and you put your foot on them, which is way better. But I'm telling you, if Edmonton cleans this up, if they could just clean this up, start playing like they know how to play. And did you see that stat of them in the playoffs? Like the first games 1 through, I think it's 1 through 3 or 1 through 4, they have a losing record. And then games 5, Edmonton in the playoffs. And then games like 5, 6, and 7, they're legit like they figure it out. Yeah. And I'll go back to this also. If you remember when Florida had them 3-0, and I know this is last year, a different team, and the LA Kings are a different team. It looked to me like Edmonton couldn't do anything right. And then they just figured out some chinks in the armor, and they just accelerated through that.
Yeah, like
I'm not seeing anything against the Kings. I'm not seeing anything that's like showing to me that there's a lot of breaks here. But at the end of the day, like Edmonton to me
playoffs
just looks a little more lost. They have to figure it out. They have to Friday.
Yeah, and
I don't know. I just don't know if they have it. Mm-hmm. Would you even pick them on Game 3, or do you not even trust them at all?
I don't see them getting only one day off and then becoming a complete different team. Like, obviously, Connor McDavid, Draisaitl. What happened in that game? They were buzzing in the third period in Game 1, and they weren't doing as good in this game. Anything can happen, but I still have LA in this one. And like you said, with the Game 6 and 7s, it was last year against Vancouver. Vancouver was up 3-2. I would have had the perfect second round bracket, but then they won in Game 6. Then they won in overtime in Game 7. So obviously they can turn it up near the end of the series. But if it's 3-0, then LA is right there. So Edmonton, lock in for this next game.
So those are the games that we watched tonight. I mean, as far as any series, the one surprise from 2 nights ago was Minnesota. Minnesota beating Vegas Knights shocked me. It shocked me in many, many ways. I just didn't expect it. I didn't expect Florida to win Tampa as bad as they did, but it's Game 1. I kind of throw it aside. There's a lot of good going on. I'm very interested in the Ottawa down 2-0. Yeah. But Minnesota Wild, you have my attention. They're going back to Minnesota. Minnesota's going to be going crazy. And you know what? Their top line owned it.
And they're just only seeded as a wild card game. They were saying this a lot. They're only seeded as a wild card team. Obviously, they're in the Hard or Western Conference. They were injured the whole entire year. Joel Ekseranek and Kirill Kaprizov are like MVP candidates going to the start of the year. You don't have them for the half of the year. You're obviously not going to do as good. But you see them on their first game back. Ekseranek had like 4 goals. Kaprizov had the overtime winner. Now you can see them putting their full potential on the ice. They are they're a complete team. Their passing was precise. Their shooting was on point. And the turnovers, it was really bad.
We talked about how solid Vegas' defense was, and I think Vegas made some critical mistakes.
Yeah. And a lot of turnovers.
And
you can't make those.
I'm telling you, and it's so glaring when you rewatch the game or you watch film. I'm sure these coaches see it, but man, this game it's just minor errors. Yeah. Everyone is so great. Like, you make one little mistake and you get beat. One little you fluff on a pass, you don't keep it in your zone. These little things end up with 2-on-1s, and these players are so amazing.
Yeah, and it's like
you said this yesterday. Best hockey. You're watching incredible hockey all the way around. We have some incredible series. I hope Edmonton figures it out, because Edmonton's a really great team. They have the potential. And if they get swept out of the building right now, I would be shocked by it. But after watching the first 2 games, I'm no longer shocked if Edmonton takes a bow out.
Yeah. And so this Vegas-Minnesota series, now that I think it's great that they get off at a good note in Vegas going to Minnesota. Because now that they're in Minnesota, the fans see what they can do. And they see that we're not just a wild card team. We're going to stand you up. We're going to go to Minnesota. We're going to beat you. So I think Vegas, the defensemen, they can't make those errors. And obviously, it was a close game coming to the end of the third period. It was just like that empty net goal. But you gotta score on those opportunities, on the empty empty netters, on the power plays.
I'm impressed with Minnesota's fight. I'm happy with the team. I just think Vegas is going to get more physical in Game 3. I can see Washington trying to out-physical people, but I'm not wavering. I still think Vegas wins this. I was just impressed with Minnesota.
It's obviously just 2 games. I still have Vegas because it's just 2 games. Yep. Yeah, but obviously you just can't count Minnesota out right now, looking at that performance.
So looking forward to the games tomorrow. I'm just going to run through them, and then we can bid everybody adieu. The Panthers play Tampa. Do you see the Panthers doing it again, or do you see the Lightning bouncing back?
This is a good series, and it's tough. You saw what Florida, they're not a regular season team anymore, and they won the President's Cup a few years back, and then they bounced, and then they were bad in the regular season, bounced back in the playoffs. These 2 teams, like you said in the first show, the winner of this series, this team has gone to the Stanley Cup the past straight 5 years, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do it again, because it was 1 game, so I still have Tampa Bay. I think they saw what Matthew Tkachuk can do because he's back, and totally he's fine.
Him, by the way,
he was
off to him.
Incredible in that game. He was skating. He was finding
energy.
He's bringing the team
was his
to
old
life.
Self. What 2 goals and an assist?
He was insane. And it's you saw that Tampa Bay, they were just stunned by him. And it's great seeing him play since the Four Nations. I don't know, he was bummed by that. But he's back now. He wants revenge. He just won the Stanley Cup. He's an electric player. And it's going to be hard versing him back in Florida. But in Tampa Bay, you got to shut them down tomorrow. I want to see 100% from them, which I think they will because they're a great team. Obviously, a great playoff team. I'm not extremely worried, but it's still going to be a great series, in these 2 teams in the playoffs.
So long and short for tomorrow, you have Tampa winning, evening the series 1-1.
Yep.
I would agree with you in my heart. I want Tampa to win. My brain is telling me Florida looks like they're hungry.
They were just chasing pucks. The retrieval. They were getting all of those loose pucks. They were on it. So they're firing things at the net.
I can see Florida winning game 2. My heart's picking Tampa. My head's seeing something different. I'm going to keep with my heart. Let's say Tampa evens the series because I want this to be a long series because I love that these 2 teams playing each other. The next one is Maple Leafs are up 2-0.
Oof.
Playing really solid. They look very comfortable to me. They go to Ottawa now where they're going to be crazy. For Ottawa. Do you see the other Tkachuk brother getting his first win for Ottawa here in Game 3 at home?
All right. So Brady Tkachuk, he had a great goal that game. It was electric. Obviously, Ottawa was buzzing, but then Toronto, they're not giving up. I think they're gonna fight even harder in Ottawa because they know they're the public villain in there. They're gonna go even harder. Toronto fans are going to show up. It's going to be fights. Nobody's going to watch the game because everybody's going to be drunk, like you said. And it's going to be funny. It's going to be great. I think I want Ottawa to do good in that game because I want to see the series move on to at least 5 or 6 games. And I want to see Stützle, Patterson, and Tkachuk go on these crazy passing plays that I know they can do. They're great. They got big guys. I think they can do it. But to be honest, I'm gonna take Toronto tomorrow.
You got Toronto tomorrow. I am a solid Ottawa. I believe in them at home. I also believe that they're just going to deliver. I can see Tkachuk getting his first win. He's finally got his feet wet, got his goal. And I think that you're going to see, again, I thought they could steal game 2. They almost did, took them to overtime. I see Ottawa taking game 3 and then making this a 2-1 series. The next series is Golden Knights are playing Minnesota Wild right away. Again, we were impressed with Minnesota's gumption to just jump out 4-0 on them and then hold on for the win. So the Golden Knights at Minnesota, who do you have in game 3 there of a 1-1 tied series in Hockey America Town?
So, Minnesota, obviously, they were buzzing last game, like we talked about. Just gonna say this one. If Vegas is doing what they were doing last game, not focusing on pucks, they were just making these stupid mistakes. They're doing that. I don't think they're gonna do that next game. I think they can fix on their mistakes. They can focus up, but God, you cannot leave the Wild out at home. They were so much better at home than they were away this year. It was crazy. I'm gonna take Wild in this one. What about you?
You have the Wild going up 2-1, which is, in my opinion, pretty wild. I thought the Vegas Golden Knights jumped out pretty great against Minnesota. They had about, let's say, 5 excellent chances, and they just didn't bury them. I see Vegas coming out. I see them jumping on Minnesota. They've been here before. They're on the road, the veteran team. I just see Golden Knights understanding the importance of the odd games. 1, 3, 5, 7. Those are the important games in a series. They won game 1. I see them taking game 3. I think Minnesota has a great story. They're going to try to even it up in game 4, which they're going to fight with their life. But I see Vegas coming out as your term. I see them buzzing all over Minnesota in game 3. And then our last game of the evening coming up here, whenever you're watching this is going to be the Jets are 2-0. Winnipeg Jets going to St. Louis. This is the last game. This is the nightcap in St. Louis. So mind you, this is a 8:30 p.m. puck drop in St. Louis. So I'm going to give you 2 things that are going to be happening. I told you Ottawa's going to be drunk. St. Louis is going to be ripped. 8:30 at night. That city is going to shut everything down because they don't have anything open, and they are going to be there. Our fans cannot wait for that game. Who do you have? Winnipeg Jets, St. Louis Blues. For game 3, St. Louis is down 2-0.
I actually want to do like a score here because I'm picturing this game. I think because you had St. Louis winning the Stanley Cup, and then they've obviously been a great playoff team. Jordan Binnington's a great goaltender, and like I've been saying, they're moving the puck well. They're moving the puck fast. They have the superstars. They have the firepower to do it. I'm gonna take St. Louis tomorrow, and I see the Jets still fighting back, but they didn't look promising enough at home to win out away games. So I'm gonna take Blues 5-2.
5-2, which would be a lot of goals. I would be happy, and we can do a wrap-up show tomorrow night on these 4 games. I think the best thing that I can tell everybody is if you're a fan and there's like the first round doesn't matter, I'm going to wait for it to get more interesting. Do yourself a favor. There are a couple series here that are incredible. Tomorrow night, Winnipeg Jets are playing St. Louis. Must-watch TV. Toronto, Ottawa. Must-watch TV.
Great
Panthers,
night tomorrow.
Tampa. Must-watch TV. The only game that I would say is probably going to be one that you're going to go, maybe Golden Knights, Minnesota, but you're talking Hockey America. You have 4 great games. And the best part about this is the next night we got more games, and we got more games. The first round is fantastic, everybody. Buckle in, stay up late, watch hockey, enjoy these players. These are the best of the best. We are spoiled in today's world. Thank you, Nick, for all your post-game updates and for sharing everything with us here on Shorthanded as we are, just the 2 of us tonight. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate everyone watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like us, and we'll be with you all hockey season. As I'm your host, Brendan, loving hockey as always, and that is Nick Lemieux, who also loves this game. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.